Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Happy Monday. Happy last Monday in the entire month of February 2022. It's your girl, Paula Marie, aka the EbonyBizDiva. I'm excited. Look behind me, okay? You see this backdrop? That means that in March, we are about to get it popping. It is International Women's Month, and so we will be celebrating some amazing, phenomenal women that are in my circle, that are in my tribe, that I've worked with and or have watched them grow their businesses. And that is what the Mic Drop series is all about. So if you are listening live, do me a favor. Type in the comments, because I can't see you. Give StreamYard permission to showcase who you are and share your name. Go ahead and type your name in the comments. Let me know you here. Let me know I'm not talking to myself, okay? And let me know how February has been treating you, because I want to know. Let me click on my comments so I can see what's popping on and what's going on. So go ahead in the comments. Let me know who you are. I see I got a couple of people watching, and let's get it started. So the month of February, we were talking about the word elevation, because that was the word of the month, right? The word of the month was elevate. And we were talking about how that elevation looks. We were talking about how that elevation feels. And we were also talking about how do we craft that elevation? Like, and what is it? It's going to feel familiar. It's going to look familiar. So every month on Mondays, we highlight a very intentional word for the entire month, because it is important for us to really talk about, think about, break down these really action-packed words that are going to move the trajectory of your business in a different direction to help you to meet your goals. And so for the month of February, we talked about elevate. Now let me talk to y'all about something, because y'all know that I love me some good TV. I'm a TV girl. I'm a reality TV girl, but I'm also a Will Smith girl. And Will Smith has this new show. I don't even know what app it's on, called Bel Air. And I was not going to watch it. And someone was watching it, and I got caught up because it's such a different take than the 30-minute, 22-minute, actually, with commercial sitcoms that we're used to and that we grew up with. It actually puts the character Will in some real life 2022 drama. Those skills that he learned, those lessons that he learned are applicable and they're timeless. And so it's very relevant, it's very current. I'm not going to give the whole thing away, but y'all remember the show when his friend Trey came from Philly, and there was a little bit of tension because Trey actually represents Will's past. And Will was pushed into his future with the incident that caused him to move across the country to LA. So Will is experiencing some things. He's going through some things. He's growing, he's moving, he's shaking, and he's evolving and elevating without even realizing that that's what he's doing. His world is opening up. His mind is opening up. And so because his world is opening up and he's seeing things from a different lens, it's causing him to be able to be open and receptive to all of the blessings that has his name on it. And that wasn't the Will that came there from Philly. That's the Will that's growing into who he's becoming. Because your elevation isn't about going to a direct place. It's about moving from one spot to the next. And it is a constant movement that happens. And so there's a scene I'm not going to give it away. But there's a scene where it comes to a head. There have been some things happening throughout the whole show that will side on a little bit, because that's not where he's at. You know, a few months ago, before he got to Bel Air, it wouldn't have been no issue. But now that he's grown, now that he's elevated, now that he's seen some different things, he's broadened his horizons a little bit. He side on the way that his friend Trey is moving, because he no longer moves that way. And he also sees that some of the ways that he used to move were not for the better. But there's no judgment. It's all love. And so that's the thing I wanted to really drive home today on this last day of February, this last Monday of February, as we're talking about the word elevation, doesn't mean that there's judgment. There's no judgment. It just means that as you grow and as you evolve, as you learn and as you go through different experiences, your lens changes. The way you view things change. The way you feel about things change. No judgment about the old way that things used to be, or even the people that still do things in that way. It's just not for you anymore. There's more of a kindness and an understanding that happens when you go through that elevation. And Will showed his friend Trey a lot of kindness in that show, like a lot of kindness. Trey just wasn't in the space to receive it. And that's some growth and some lessons that he has to learn on his own apart from Will. But at the end, the two separated in a way that wasn't as friendly, wasn't as compatible. Like there was some things in the way they parted that you knew that it was going to change their future together forever. Their friendship changed during their time together because Will is moving in a different way, seeing things in a different way, being open to what the world has to offer in a different way. And Trey's still here trying to keep his friend close, trying to keep his friend grounded, trying to keep his friend down. And so sometimes when you're elevating, people will guilt you. They will guilt you into staying the same, being down, all that good stuff. And I'm going to tell you, everybody that's in my circle, and I'm telling you, my circle is 3. I got 3 good friends. I keep telling y'all, I got 3 good friends. But my circle of 3 is always cheering me on in my elevation. And I'm always cheering them on. And so eventually, I feel like this script is going to bring Trey back around and have him go through his own, evolution, his own journey of his own elevation, and he'll be able to see things through a different lens. But I was really happy of the way that Will didn't judge him, didn't down him, didn't shame him. He received him with all the love, all the compassion as he was going through his journey of growth. So when it comes to your elevation, you are going to have to be prepared that everybody is not going to be happy for you. They're just not. They're going to look at you as being different. They're going to challenge you. They're going to bully you. They're going to make you feel as if you think you're better than. They're going to try to pull you down back to where they are because they feel like you're going in a place that they can't reach you. And that's not it at all. It just means that sometimes when you're in that journey of elevation, there are some moments and periods where you are going to have to leave the past behind to keep your eye on the prize and the future of what your goals and your hopes are. So as entrepreneurs, please understand. I need you to understand that no one can tell you where your journey is going to end. You don't even know where your journey is going to end. What you do know is that you got to push through the journey to get to the other side to see what it looks like when you get there. And the only way to see it is to do it. And there has to be some fearlessness in you, some strength in you to tell the people around you, this is my journey, this is where I'm going, this is what I believe in, this is what I'm working for, and they're going to rock with you or they're not. Period. So I just wanted to give you that little note on that final, because I'm working with some of my clients now and they're feeling some of the pain points of feeling like they're alone and feeling like they're lonely because they're working on their goals. But you'll never be lonely working on your goals as long as you surround yourself with people that celebrate you and your elevation. So if you look to the left, to the right of you, and you don't have people that are celebrating you, that are cheering you on, that are pushing for you, that are talking about you in rooms where you are not present, that are sharing your gifts to the world, to others that you don't even know, that they are being the conduit that is connecting other people to you. If you don't have people surrounding yourself with those types of people, then you have the wrong people around you. And it's okay, because sometimes we have people in our space for a reason. Sometimes we have people in our space for a season. So as we elevate out of the month of February 2022, and it's such a powerful month, right? We're shifting into March, which is even a more powerful month. International Women's Month. We know that women birth the world. Women birth the world. I want to say that again. Women birth the world. For the month of March, I will be celebrating some of the most important, influential sisters that are in my circle of elevation. They're in my circle of elevation. For the last few years, I've worked with them, I've worked for them, we've collaborated together. I've seen their growth. I've seen them move something that was a mustard seed of a thought in their brain, and they cultivated that into a business. And they cultivated that into a business by elevating other people in their businesses. And so because they elevated other people in their businesses, they themselves are elevating themselves without thought. And there's something powerful about helping someone else step up into their greatness and you stepping up into your greatness by doing that. There's something super powerful about women helping women. There's something super powerful about women elevating themselves from one level to the next. There's something really powerful about women being unapologetic to be who they are. There's something super powerful about women who are saying, I'm going to be the CEO of not just my business, but my life. This is what I want it to look like, and this is what it's going to be. I am happy to be surrounded by these type of strong, badass women. I can't help it, because I had this thought to do this mic drop series in 2021. And I said, I don't have enough time to implement. So I put it inside of my idea box that I have. And I said, I'm going to dust it off towards the last quarter of the year when I plan out and flush out my upcoming year. So the mic drop series is a whole entire month where I am interviewing women who are helping people to write books, to build businesses, to brand and market, right? I'm working with women who are building out programs, okay, that are launching apps, right? That are turning the needle and changing the dive and shifting the trajectory of how we think about our businesses. Instead of them saying, oh, I wish there was, they are creating the very thing that they are wishing for. They wished it upon themselves. I am so excited to drop this to you. If you look inside of the description of this video, or just simply down here in the scroll, go to bit.ly/mic drop series to grab the free, I'm telling you, the free, like free bundle of goodies that each and every one of them are shared from you. I'm talking about free 99 resources to help you to start your business, to grow your business. We're talking about digital businesses. We're talking about digital products. We're talking about handmade products, physical products. We're talking about how do you get started. We're talking about how to get unstuck. We're talking about how do we dare to create something that's already been done and do it with your own stuff on it, your own spin to it. So to learn how these women are creating revenue streams, because that's where we only care where the money resides. We only talking to people who are actually moving the needle. Where the money resides for them is where the money can reside for you. You just have to be fearless enough to say, I'm open to receive it. And the other thing is, they are giving through a fault. There's no selfishness, because women are nurturers by nature. We give way too much. Okay. So it's not going to be any different. We're talking about 15 action-packed workshops where they're going to be dropping the mic on all of the do's, the don'ts, the ones, the twos, the threes, and the ABCs of how to get to the thing that you need and want to get to. They're going to put some seeds inside of your DNA that's going to grow roots with you so that you can start to think differently about how women in business lead, how women in business begin, and how women in business reign. So I invite each and every one of you to go to the link that's in the description. Click on the bit.ly/mic drop series. What you're going to get is the lead magnet. It's absolutely free. This series is absolutely free if you didn't know. And so what my goal is for the month of March is to celebrate Head and Shoulders with some of the best that are doing it and some of the best that I can call friend. There's no one on my list that I haven't worked with. There's no one in my list that I can't validate and vouch for. So if you trust me, definitely trust each and every one of these beautiful women who are sharing how they are building their legacies with the businesses that they've created from a thought in their head. All right. I don't know no other way to end February and the word of the month elevation than to set you up for March and how we're going to talk about all in each of these women's individual elevating moves throughout the time that they've been building their businesses. The things to watch out for, the do's and the don'ts, the things to do when you're in it. But at the very core, we should be celebrating each other as women, and we shouldn't be unashamed to celebrate ourselves and the things that we accomplish. There's no reason why we should not. There's no reason why we should not claim the things that we do as women. So the entire month of March, we're going to be celebrating that. So definitely click the link that's in the description. Grab that freebie, okay? Because it's 15 different free gifts that have been given by each of the women that I have the honor to say are part of the first annual Mic Drop series. I'm done. It's your girl, Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva, and I got through this whole broadcast without coughing. Let me tell you, that sea moss is amazing. That sea moss takes all that mucus out of that body, baby. I'm telling you. So if you are dealing with some coughing, some mucus, some sinus, some allergy, and you just want to get that mucus out of your body, don't forget to click the link that's in the description for the Paula's Whip, and you can pick your I'm not going to say pick your poison. I'm going to say pick the flavor that speaks to you, because that sea moss literally pulls all the mucus out of the body. Also, a couple of you have been asking about my mug. The Problem Slayer mug is part of the Problem Slayer collection. You can definitely pick that up along with the hoodies and the cups and the shirts and the tank tops by going to the link that's in the description as well. All right, I want to see each and every one of you show up live. And if you show up live for the Mic Drop series workshops, any questions that you have, you can type those in the description. And while we're at it, I want you to type in, how are you elevating yourself in 2022? Just type that in the comments, whether you live or whether you hashtag replay, because at the end of the day, if you don't write it down, it's just a thought in your head. It's not really real. I want you to write it down, but not only write it down, I want you to write it down and share it out into the world. Now, it doesn't mean there's a timeline on it. It just means that this is how you're going to elevate. We don't know what that elevation looks like. If it's this big, if it's this wide, if it's this long, we don't know. But what we do know is when we speak things into the world, when we speak things into the world has a way of wrapping it up in a bow and giving it back to us. So make sure you speak things into the world unapologetically. Because, baby, tomorrow is International Women's Month, and we about to get this party started. It's your girl, Paula Marie, aka the EbonyBizDiva. Have an amazing last day of February 2022. And don't forget to write down how you are going to elevate in this season of 2022. Peace.